Hey, this is Jay, and let's dive right into doing a little bouncing and sliding in 2D with Unity. Now, I'm assuming that you've already watched the bouncing and sliding in 2D video, and I'm assuming that you've already installed Unity onto your system. Now, if you haven't installed Unity yet, if you were putting that off, go ahead and do it now. Refer back to the previous videos and get that done so that you can follow along with this video. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Unity here. And what we're going to do first of all is we're going to put together a project, and then we're going to download some graphics, the plank and the ground and the beach ball and so on that you saw in this bouncing and sliding video, so that we can use those as we're playing around with it. So when you first launch Unity, you're going to get this open project or create new project, and we're going to go with create new project. And now I'm doing this on a Macintosh, but the Mac and Windows version of Unity is almost exactly the same, so you shouldn't have a problem no matter which platform you're on. So the first thing I'm going to do is decide where I'm going to put my project. And I always put mine in Documents, and then inside of that I have a folder called Unity Project. You can put it wherever you like. And I'm going to create a new folder actually called CS109. And I'm going to save this new project as, call it Bouncing and Sliding. All right, and the other thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave all of these boxes in here. I'm not going to check anything in there. And I'm going to set up the defaults for 2D. Now, your screen may not look exactly like mine. You might not have all of these things in there. You probably won't. But basically, just leave those alone. Set up defaults for 2D, and then hit Create Project. Unity has now launched. If you've launched Unity before, your windows may be in a different location. You can move these things all over the place. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and leave it basically at this point right now. And this is just kind of the default that comes with Unity. And under the window menu, you can see Asset Store. Choose that. The assets for game development are graphics and sound and code chunks and things like that. We're looking for something specific, so right up here in the upper right, type in 2D Pack and hit Return. And the one we're looking for is this one right here with the little duck character coming out of the top hat. It's called 2D Pack, Unity Essentials, Unity Technologies, and it's free, of course, which is always really good. So I'm going to click on that title there, and you can see this is what it is. And click the download button right here. There's a license agreement. You should probably read that, of course. Get your lawyer to look it over. And I'm going to go ahead and download this. When we are done, this little window comes up here, and it says Importing Package, and all of these things are checked. And we actually don't need all of those. So here's what we're going to do, because you could just get kind of confused with all this stuff. So we're going to click None down here. Now all of these are not checked. And we're going to scroll down and find one that's called Sprites. Well, there's one called Sprites, but we want one out here on this level here. In fact, go all the way to the bottom and then scroll up. And there we go, Sprites. Check that one right there. That'll check all of these down beneath it. And click Import. And what we're doing there is we are importing those assets into our project. And when we are done, we can go ahead and close the Asset Store window. And you can see down here in the Project tab, Assets, and now there's this folder called Sprites, and inside that are all of these cool looking graphics that we can use. There is the plank, you can see it right over here, the plank sprite that was used in that video, and ice, and there's some ground, and some more ground, and so on. So lots of graphics here that we can use. There's, of course, the favorite of all, the beach ball. So now that you have these in here, how are we going to start using these to play around like you saw in the bouncing and sliding video? Well, we're going to go over that in the next video.